Welcome to Heart-Based Tarot. Let's see what messages are coming through today. Darkness. Darkness. The darkness needs to be there as much as does the light. You're entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inward to plan and strategize. It's time to do shadow work, which will bring big dividends later on. Release what no longer works for you. One of the earliest human fears is said to be a fear of the dark. We fear what we can't see, and we fear what may be hiding. In reality, the dark is as important as the light. In nature, there are many nocturnal animals that go about their business of living under the moon and not the sun. The darker times of the lunar and seasonal cycles signal a time to naturally turn inwards, to stay close to home, to look closely at ourselves, and to plan for the light. It's during these long nights we can begin to do our shadow work, undertaking the self-reflection needed to identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. This could be a bad habit, a destructive pattern, a reoccurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best we can be. Once we see these aspects of ourselves in the dark, we can simply decide whether they must go. We can decide to release them once and for all. We get to transform. Change. Change, dancing clouds. Throughout time, people have looked at the heavens for signs, and in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they've seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they change from mist to rain, to ice, to snow, to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever-changing. The sacred landscape wants you to know it's okay to change your mind. It's all right to change directions. You don't need to be consistent. This is a time to put the needs and expectation of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own tradition. You're free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring. Go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. Anguish. Anguish. Entangled in negative emotions, the mind is ensnared. In this state, it can be difficult to see beyond the black and white bramble of suffering. Taking a step back And remembering we have the power to choose a different perspective allows us to be more at peace through difficult times. Perhaps you've been feeling trapped or in the dark. Maybe it's time to change your perspective. Even the slightest change in your perspective can make a huge change on your outlook on life. And in turn, that will bring you luck.